Ever wondered why she might be willing to get intimate but won't kiss you? It can be a real head-scratcher, right? We're going to talk about that today. We're going to dive into the 8 brutal truths behind this perplexing behavior. Now, before we jump in, I want you to know this video is for my favorite people in the world, my US audience. And just to make sure you feel right at home, we'll be taking this journey with an American female accent, nice and slow and steady. You ready? Let's go. Truth 1, kissing isn't just lip service. All right, let's talk about kissing. It's not just about puckering up, it's about connection. You know, that spark, that feeling deep down that says, hey, I really like you. Think about it. A kiss can convey a whole range of emotions: love, passion, tenderness. It's a way of communicating without saying a word. And sometimes, if that emotional connection isn't quite there yet, she might not be ready to share that kind of intimacy. It's like that first kiss in a romantic comedy, you know? The one where the music swells and the world just melts away. It's magical. But if you're kissing someone and it feels more like a peck on the cheek than fireworks, well, that might be a sign that something's missing. And hey, that's okay. Relationships take time to develop. Sometimes you need to build that emotional foundation before you're ready to really let someone in. So, if she's hesitant to kiss, it might not be about you at all. It might just be that she's waiting for that deeper connection, that feeling of truly being on the same page emotionally. Remember, everyone expresses affection differently, and some people are more reserved than others. The key is to be understanding and respect her boundaries. Truth 2, when the past casts a shadow. We've all got a past, right? And sometimes, those past experiences, especially when it comes to relationships, can leave their mark. If she's been hurt before, if she's been in a relationship where trust was broken, it's understandable that she might be a little hesitant to jump back into things, especially something as intimate as kissing. It's like, imagine you've just had a bad experience with a certain type of food. You might be a little hesitant to try it again, even if everyone else raves about it. You've been burned before, and you don't want to go through that pain again. The same goes for relationships. If she's been with someone who betrayed her trust, who wasn't respectful of her boundaries, it's natural for her to be cautious. She's protecting herself, guarding her heart. Now, this doesn't mean she's broken, or that she'll never be ready for a relationship again. It just means she needs a little extra time and understanding. She needs to know that she can trust you, that you're not going to hurt her the way someone else did. So be patient, be kind, and let her know that you're there for her, no matter what. Let her set the pace and don't pressure her into anything she's not comfortable with. Truth 3, 2 different worlds. Okay, here's the thing. Physical intimacy and emotional intimacy, they're 2 different things. You can be physically intimate with someone without feeling emotionally connected, and vice versa. Think about it like this. You can have a friend you hug, you know, a big bear hug, but you wouldn't necessarily kiss them on the lips. Why? Because the nature of your relationship is different. You share a different kind of intimacy. For some people, kissing is a much more intimate act than sex. It's a way of connecting on a deeper level, of sharing a part of themselves that they don't share with just anyone. It's like that moment in a movie when 2 characters finally kiss after a long build-up. It's electric. It signifies a shift in their relationship, a deepening of their bond. So, if she's hesitant to kiss, it might be because she's not ready to go there emotionally yet. She might not feel that same level of connection with you, or she might have different boundaries when it comes to physical intimacy. The important thing is to respect her feelings and to have an open and honest conversation about what you both want and need from the relationship. Truth 4, respecting her lines in the sand. We all have our own personal boundaries, right? Like, maybe you don't like sharing food, or maybe you need your personal space when you're feeling overwhelmed. Well, the same goes for physical touch and intimacy. What feels comfortable for one person might not feel comfortable for another. And that's totally okay. Everyone has their own limits, their own lines in the sand. When it comes to kissing, some people might be more reserved. Maybe they were raised in a family where physical affection wasn't common, or maybe they've had negative experiences in the past that have made them hesitant to open up physically. It's important to remember that her boundaries are hers to set, and it's our job to respect them. Just because she's comfortable with one level of physical intimacy doesn't mean she's automatically comfortable with another. It's all about communication and understanding. If you're unsure about her boundaries, just ask. Say something like, "Hey, I've been really enjoying spending time with you, and I was wondering if you'd be comfortable with kissing." Make it clear that you respect her feelings and that you're not trying to pressure her into anything she's not ready for. Truth 5. The unspoken rules of affection. You know how every family has its own little quirks and traditions? Well, cultures are kind of like that too. They have their own sets of unspoken rules and expectations, especially when it comes to things like dating and physical affection. In some cultures, kissing is a very common and casual gesture. People might greet each other with a kiss on the cheek, or they might kiss their friends and family members as a sign of affection. But in other cultures, kissing is seen as a much more intimate act, something that's reserved for romantic partners or close family members. So if she's from a culture where kissing isn't as common, it's possible that she's not trying to send you a message by being hesitant. She might just be following the social norms she grew up with. It's like, imagine you're at a dinner party in a foreign country, and you accidentally use the wrong fork. You're not trying to be rude, you just don't know the customs. It's the same kind of thing with cultural differences and physical affection. The best way to navigate these differences is to communicate openly and respectfully. Ask her about her culture, her upbringing, and what she's comfortable with, and be prepared to listen without judgment. Truth 6. Intimacy levels. When kissing feels more intimate. You know how sometimes the smallest gestures can mean the most? Like a handwritten note or a surprise cup of coffee? Well, kissing can be kind of like that too. For some people, it's a much deeper, more intimate act than other forms of physical intimacy. It's like when you kiss someone, you're literally sharing your breath with them. You're close enough to feel their heartbeat, to smell their scent. It's a very vulnerable and exposed position to be in. And for some people, that level of vulnerability can be a little overwhelming, especially in the early stages of a relationship. They might not be ready to share that part of themselves with someone they're still getting to know. It's like, imagine you're standing at the edge of a diving board. You know you want to jump, but there's still that little voice in your head telling you to be careful. You're hesitant, even though you're excited at the same time. That's kind of what it can feel like for someone who sees kissing as a very intimate act. They're drawn to you, they enjoy your company, but they're not quite ready to take that leap of faith just yet. Truth 7. Trust issues, the foundation of a kiss. Trust, it's the foundation of any good relationship, right? It's like that feeling of knowing you can count on someone, that they've got your back no matter what. And when it comes to something as intimate as kissing, trust is even more important. It's about feeling safe and secure with someone, knowing that they're not going to judge you or betray your confidence. If she's been hurt in the past, if she's had her trust broken, it's understandable that she might be a little wary of letting her guard down again. It's like, imagine you've just been robbed. You might be a little hesitant to trust strangers, even if they seem nice. The same goes for relationships. If she's been with someone who wasn't trustworthy, who betrayed her or let her down, it's natural for her to be cautious. She's protecting herself, guarding her heart. But here's the thing. Trust is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So the best way to build trust with her is to be reliable, honest, and respectful. Show her that you're someone she can count on, that you'll always have her best interests at heart. Truth 8. Communication, the key to unlocking the mystery. You know what they say? Communication is key. And it's true, especially when it comes to relationships. If you're wondering why she's hesitant to kiss you, the best thing you can do is ask. Now I know, talking about feelings can be a little awkward, but trust me, it's so much better than driving yourself crazy trying to figure out what she's thinking. Pick a time when you're both relaxed and can talk openly and honestly, and then just ask her. Say something like, "Hey, I've been really enjoying spending time with you, but I've noticed you seem a little hesitant to kiss. Is there something you'd like to talk about?" Make it clear that you're not trying to pressure her or make her feel uncomfortable. You just want to understand where she's coming from. And who knows, maybe there's a perfectly simple explanation. Maybe she has a cold sore, or maybe she just ate a tuna sandwich. You never know until you ask. Understanding is everything. So there you have it, the 8 brutal truths about why she might be willing to sleep with you but won't kiss you. Remember, every relationship is unique and there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The most important thing is to communicate openly and honestly with each other, to respect each other's boundaries, and to be patient as you navigate the ups and downs of love. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And remember, understanding and communication are key in any relationship.